All right, welcome back to the show Across the Bridge. Man, I'm excited for this one. We got the bro, we got the homie. We'll introduce him in a minute. But as always, we are just trying to connect the globe to Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County, and just bringing y'all across the bridge for real. Just introducing y'all to a lot of great talent, a lot of great, everything when it come out the city, good with the bad. But I'm excited for this one. We got Keezy Kool in the building, and we
Yo,
got
yo,
a special guest, Marvin Ross, Skip. You know,
Skip,
to
Skip
me,
My
Righteous.
dogs.
to me, one of the best athletes out of Jacksonville, hands down. You know what I'm saying, man? Welcome to the
Skip
show.
Righteous. Skip
Thanks
Righteous.
for joining us tonight, man.
Appreciate y'all having me. You know what I mean? Hey, we done knew each other over what? About 20 years now, ain't it?
It's been a minute, man. That's a milestone
Yeah,
for sure, man. So
we've been having these talks.
I haven't seen y'all, and this just passed. I got to say happy Father's Day. You know what I'm saying to both of y'all. Much respect. I think being a father is one of the hardest challenges I've ever faced in my life. So being able to step up and be a part of, our child's life, much respect to y'all. Did y'all do anything? Did you get anything special? Did you have a good day?
Yeah,
Was
my daughter made me a bunch of cards, man. She made me a bunch of makeshift cards right here. You feel me? She just sat in front of me and drew me a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
We got some food, man. Just me and her. We just hung out. I ain't do nothing too special. You feel me? Ain't nobody get me shit.
Word.
But my baby. So that's all that matters. Shoot.
Yeah.
you ain't lying about that. Yeah, my daughter FaceTime and told me Happy Father's Day. You know, she down in Miami, so
Yeah.
we had a little talk, and then me and Pops chilled and ate good, and
Yeah.
just enjoy family. You know what I mean?
Hey
Word.
man, I got some slides. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that boat where you get maybe a little Home Depot card, some slides, and a have a good day.
Yeah, you got
Um,
you got you got you, you, you got that wife.
yeah.
You
Well,
got
she
that
didn't,
wife.
she didn't even get me that. Honestly, my
Word.
my team at work, man, they came up to me and they gave me some slides.
Damn.
They gave me this water bottle. I've been actually drinking a little bit more water. My wife, what did she get me? She got me some pajamas, man. I ain't gonna lie, they fire though. They got
Yeah.
pockets, so I can actually put my phone in my pockets. What else she got me? My son.
All right, don't rub it in our face, bro.
I
We can
know,
do
right?
one day.
Who you telling?
That was it. My son. I got the painting over there. That's it, man. But anyway, man, I just wanted to shout y'all out,
I
man.
seen you got the big. I seen you got that griddle though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen that too.
Shit
I
clean.
got the griddle, man. I'm just in like I told you, I think last week or something. But yeah, I'm just in project mode, man. So
Outside, you outside with it.
outside, I mean, I was my son's play set came, so I got to build that. I'm trying to.
Didn't you make lobster or something on that shit?
Yeah,
That
oh
shit look
yeah,
good.
I did that for myself. You
That
know,
shit look good. I'm like, that lobster
Yeah,
look
yeah, yeah.
good, boy.
Not Walmart. Publix had these lobster tails. They was $15, man. I was like, God, please.
That shit look good.
Yeah, it was fire though. But yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, I ain't going to no restaurant spending that money. So spend like $50 at Walmart,
Word.
some
ain't
wine,
nothing wrong with that.
and
Happy Father's Day to y'all too, man.
So for sure.
appreciate it. So cool, man. It's a lot. Well, it's a little bit going on. The sports world is starting to die down. But before we get into that, man, let's let the people know how we actually met. And I gotta ask you this, Ross. Markel last week said Darnell. You went to Darnell, right?
Yeah, I went to Darnell. Yeah,
All honesty, he said Darnell Cookman would have beat James Weldon in basketball.
Beat the whole ass, bro.
Trying to see.
yes.
I think we need to put a poll out and ask everybody. What year would that have been? 2004.
Yeah, 2004. Yeah,
I think we would have beat y'all.
we would have. Hey, we would have won, man. That's
Y'all ain't
all
had
I'm
no
gonna
white
say.
boys. Y'all ain't had no white boys.
Yeah,
Who y'all had? David.
We had David Hall. You already know. That
David
was knocking on
Hoff.
everything.
We definitely had David Hoff.
That was knocking on everything. Y'all ain't had no white boy.
Yeah, I don't think we did. No,
No.
think
He
about it.
said, "I don't think we did."
I don't think
No.
we did. But nah, I don't know,
I
man.
think it would have been a good game,
Yeah,
though.
it would have been a good. I'm surprised we ain't play y'all to be
I don't know
honest.
I
why they
know,
did
right?
that. I
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
why they did
saying.
that.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know why they
crazy.
did that.
It don't make no
Anyway,
sense.
NBA Finals is going on. I've been trying to tell Keezy, you know what I'm saying? OKC in six. He talking about The Pacers in 6. What's your take on this series right now, Ross? We got game 6 tomorrow, 8:30. Halliburton appears to be injured with a hamstring. He may be out. What's your take, man? Who you had coming out of this series, and what you think about Game 6?
Well, I definitely had OKC coming out of the series strictly because they have somebody that's like a dominant scorer. They got somebody that you know is the guy. With Indiana, yeah, Halliburton the guy, but not necessarily as far as scoring. Then you got Siakam who will be the guy some nights. Then Mathurin will be the guy some nights. Then so it's just too much like inconsistency with who's going to be the top dog as far as putting the ball in the hole, especially going against a defensive team like the Thunder. And then they got multiple people who can give you 20 on the same night. Seeing that, with Halliburton being out or saying he out, TJ McConnell and them are not going to get you to a game 7. Not when OKC can smell it. They can smell the blood in the water right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, it sounds like you've been watching the show because that's what I've been saying. I'm trying to educate this dude, Keezy. So what you got to say, Keezy? Because clearly he know what he talking about. What you got to say, man?
Yeah, man. I ain't know Halliburton was even hurt till today. I ain't know he was hurt till today. So was he hurt in Game 5?
He got hurt at some point, but I think he came back in. Because
Yeah, I
I ain't watched
seen.
the game, but I seen something
Yeah, I
talking
seen
about it.
0 for. I came in like some point. I'm like, over. He ain't scored a point. And I see he ain't scored. He ain't hit a bucket all game. I don't think, did he? So
Nah.
so finding out. So finding that out, I'm like, God, dog. That's the last thing the NBA needed right now. You know what I'm saying? Talking about these ratings, talking about everything going on, and he come out here and get hurt. If he missed Game 6, man, yeah, Thunder gonna win it, but that's gonna be who the hell gonna watch that? You feel me? Like, everybody sit around and watch that Juneteenth, we're gonna be turned up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if he hurt, it's over. If he play, and if they come out and say 100%, I'm thinking it's still gonna go 7. I don't think Thunder gonna win Game 6 on the road if he play. But if he out, yeah, they going home. And regardless, man. Miles Turner got to get out of here. I'm sick of seeing him play basketball, bro. Miles Turner got to go do something. I don't know what his problem is. He limping up and down the damn court all the doggone time. And surprisingly, man, Rick Carlisle surprised me Game 5, man, because he set McConnell for so long. He kept playing what is it, Neihardt, the light skin with
Nemhart.
Ray. I'm like, bro, he need to be on the bench. He ducking up. I don't know why he didn't
Yeah.
bring McConnell back in that game with some firepower. So hopefully tomorrow, if Halliburton play, he run them two together. And like, yeah, that is true what you said though, bro. Like, it's too inconsistent. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the brother name is, Harden or what's the brother name? Yeah,
Mathurin.
him. He ain't really show up. Topping to do something one game and fall off. The brother who hit all the threes against the Knicks, he ain't really did much this series at all. You know what I'm saying? So that is a good point. But here we got Game 6 coming up. One more game. It's Game 7. So it is what it is. It was a good series up until Game 5. This blowing bad basketball being played by the Pacers. The Thunder doing what they supposed to do. I've been trying to tell this dude about Jalen Williams all year. He claims Jalen Williams ain't no all-star and all this nonsense. Jalen Williams dropping 40. Jalen Williams getting off. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, looking like the best player on the team in some of these games. So,
My goodness.
like I say, I went with the underdog. If them boys bow out tomorrow about Game 7, hey, it is what it is. Go Lakers.
So, so this is my thing, right? Like, just watching the game, I was confused on why Tony Bradley was in the game. So I haven't seen Tony Bradley play meaningful minutes in a regular season game in probably 5 to 7 years. When I think about, when I used to play NBA 2K, right? This is the type of player who may have been rated 57, right? 58. And no
Yeah.
disrespect, but I mean, like Tony Bradley, come on, man. So I'm listening, like I'm really confused. Like, why is he in the game? I still don't know why he's in the game, but he was out the league for 2 years, and then he just signed a 10-day contract, like in this year, 2025, to join the Pacers team to get the final roster. And then I'm seeing this man getting meaningful minutes in a game five. So I was really confused on that approach because I think that's what's been the biggest difference to me on why the Pacers have gotten this far and they had a chance is because of the coaching from Rick Carlisle. I talked about it plenty of times, but that really confused me on why Tony Bradley was in the game. I think that really gave them an opportunity, OKC, to really close out the game strong. In which, yeah, Jalen Williams, he definitely was balling game five, but what has he done, the whole series or the whole playoffs, right? Like for the most part, he's just been a bystander. He may hit a couple shots here and there, but like that was the first game I actually see him be aggressive consistently and really pull out his full bag, right? Like usually he's just doing off shooting off the wrong leg and then laying the ball up from a distance. Like usually he's pulling up on his drive to the basket at like the free throw line, and he's just getting to the backboard quicker than the defender can. So I seen that as his main move, but he was doing fadeaway jump shots, pulling up from three, catch and shoot. I don't think he'll do that 2 games in a row. If he does, round of applause, then yeah, maybe I'll start to swing towards him being an all-star player. But I just think he had a great game, and I'm glad he actually showed up. But overall, that's why I thought OKC would win. They have multiple people who can score 20 points. A lot of them, again, we don't really know. Wiggins, you had the dude Wallace. He hit like 3 or 4 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? They said he hadn't hit any the whole series. So for him in that game, he hit like 3 or 4 threes. Caruso, he gonna be a defensive stalwart. Uh, they got Shed. Like they just got so many people who can get 15 to 20 points on a given night when Shea gonna get 30. So if you get Jalen Williams getting 40, like they supposed to win that game. So I always thought they'd win the series. It should have been over last game if they just would have pulled out game one. So nothing new here. But yeah, I think Halliburton got injured, I think, in the first quarter. Overall, he's not really a scorer like that, but 0 for 5, 4 points, couple assists. They
That
wasn't
ain't gonna do
so yeah, it is what
it.
it is.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? I think with the fact that we all agree they might win the championship, right? We are in the midst, I believe, of like the second longest drought in our lifetimes of not seeing a back-to-back champion. And the question being asked, do you think the day of dynasties in the NBA is over? Right? 'Cause I think the last back-to-back champion was the Warriors, and that was just an overstacked team. And after that, it was the Heat, overstacked team, right? So, do you perceive the Thunder? Do you think they can repeat, and you think that they can have sustained championship success, or would this be like the rest of the teams who just a flash in the pan for 1 year, the next year gonna be somebody else up?
You could take it, Ross.
All right. So, hey, that's a good question. I like it. So, from my opinion, what I say is, the days of dynasties probably is over, at least for right now in this era, because right now it's really about the money. You know what I'm saying? So that third piece gonna be gone soon because somebody else gonna take him away from you. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna just stay there and be like, oh, unless besides Draymond Green, you know what I'm saying? But that's the last team you was really talking about. You know what I mean? But by
Right,
that time, they don't won so many championships. Why leave now? You know what I mean? But if it's a team, somebody that only won one or won two or went and didn't win, like James Harden, oh yeah, I'm gone. You
right,
know what I mean? Because they had the super stat team, but James Harden, they ain't win no championships. James Harden, like, hey, I want my own team. They gonna give me this amount of bread, I'm gone. In a state with no tax. So it's just so much money floating around that I don't feel like it's gonna be a dynasty. Even with that Heat team, every year the team gonna be different. Oh my bad, y'all. Every year the team gonna be different, but with that Heat team, you know what I'm saying? Every year you got what Ray Allen coming, and then you got Norris Cole coming. So the teams switch up so much, and there's so much talent. I don't think that it's gonna be a team just dominating like that.
yeah.
So what's your question again, just to make sure I heard it?
Do you think that the days of dynasties, like couple that, do you think the Thunder, do you see them being in a space where they'll repeat next year, or do you think this is just a flash in the pan?
So I mean, so many things come into play with it, right? Like honestly, Boston had a chance
Right.
to represent that, but you got injuries come into
Right.
play. Um, so ultimately, I think it starts first with the leadership. I think when with the right leadership in place, yes, it's possible. I.e., you got San Antonio Spurs. When you have consistency like uh, I can't even think of his name, Popovich, or
Yeah, Pop.
when you have somebody like that who's at the forefront and he has his system, he has his ways, he knows exactly who he can plug and play. You got your core pieces. Yeah, I definitely think it's possible. When I think specifically of OKC, I believe it's possible because of, again, leadership, right? Like they're the only team that I can really recall the star player, every time he's interviewed, you see the whole team standing behind him, and that's consistent, right? Like it's not, oh, it just popped up, in game two or game three. Like they've been doing this, if not last since last year, at least throughout the entire regular season, right? So I think there's a culture set, and he's somebody who's been traded, for peace for crumbs on the dollar, for Paul George. You got Jalen Williams again, who I think he's inching towards All Star. I see he already has one, but like as far as the consistency, the household name, he's young. Chet, he's young, and I think they're all willing. They do commercials together. So from that standpoint, to get a championship this early, you got Presti, who's been running that organization, and he just knows how to draft, or he knows how to finagle teams to give him draft picks or assets. So I think they have a real chance to do it. When I think about dynasties, is it like a matter of how many championships they win? Is that what you're?
It's usually two or three. Hey, skip, fix your camera, bro. You flip.
My bad, bro.
Are you
Yeah,
good?
yeah,
My
yeah. Like
dudes, my dudes.
it's usually they consider you a dynasty at three. If you get three
Okay.
rings, consider you a dynasty.
Do I think they can win three championships? I don't know. I think they have a great chance, but because of so much, like to what Ross was saying as far as like player movement, right? You can easily get a couple people that move to a certain team. I mean, you got Luka Doncic joining LeBron. If
I don't
somebody,
mean shit.
huh?
I don't mean shit. Keep going.
I'm just giving you
But
an example.
the quality, yeah,
You
as
can
far
get
as the quality,
multiple stars that just show up on a team, or just
yeah.
somebody who can construct a quality team, and then all of a sudden, you can throw off that whole situation. So I think injuries play a part in it because I think Boston had a great chance to be the team to create a dynasty and win multiple championships. Right now, OKC is a young team, and if they can capture this championship and just continue to build off of what they've been establishing from a culture standpoint, easily they can win, right? You add a piece or two, whether it's through the draft or through just picking up somebody who's like, man, I want to play with these boys. It's definitely possible. And then overall, like anything can happen as far as player movement, which is also a downside to a potential dynasty. But I think the biggest change, there's two things probably. The cap, I don't know how the cap, because I don't know the true details, but they have a certain cap now where you can't offer like everybody the max, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that may impact it. And then two, um, players deciding like, hey, I'm gonna go after this bag. So I got my ring, which we'll get into in a moment, as far as like the ring culture and how big of an impact that has on the league right now. But I think that could change the perspective, moving forward on who can become a dynasty. But it'll definitely be more dynasties as we move forward.
I
History.
definitely,
So,
I definitely think something what Ross just said with the three players. I think they could. I think if anybody could do it, it's definitely them because mainly because what you're saying too, leadership. Preston been here before. He blew it one time, right? He
Yeah.
had the big three, and then he didn't want to pay somebody. But now it's like the structure in the big three with them is clearly defined. Like it ain't like no who is it, KD or Westbrook, who team? We know this Shea team, right? And then on top of that, we ain't even seen the best version of none of them, in my opinion. Like I think Shea, he in his prime, but I don't think he at his best right now, right? He could be better as far as being a playmaker. Jalen Williams still young. Chet ain't touched nowhere near his potential. Right. So if them three, long as them three, they'll stay. Like you say, all it takes really is three players. Them three stay
The
there.
rest can be rolled.
Everything can be role players. You just got to get people buying. I don't see it being like Denver because if you read about Denver, they had a bunch of turmoil within the organization about who they want to play, young, old, and all that stuff like that. There, and they kind of battling against age with Jokic, with him being third and thinking he bigger. They don't have that problem with Shea. Shea MVP, he like 27, 28 years old. He got what 6, 7 more years of top of the line prime left. Like you said, Jalen Williams dropping 40 last night, and we ain't seen Shea. You got Dort, you got all these role players. You just plug and play these guys. Like you always keep saying, you name them, do we ain't never even heard of, and they come in hooping. They all buying in. I don't think it's gonna be a problem being that they in OKC. You ain't gonna have that ego issue going on. Ain't nobody finna be out here trying to take a nigga girl and all that weird stuff going on. They in OKC. Get your one lady and you're chilling. So only person who I see who could possibly destroy that is the Spurs, right? Because of what they got going on and depending on how they draft. But
Hmm.
with them winning 68 games, you think I'm thinking about like, damn, they won 68 games this year. They can everybody can come back better. The top three can come back better, right? That's what you couldn't really say that about Denver, right? You couldn't really say it about Boston. You couldn't say it about Milwaukee. Even the Warriors and they like you can't say about these three young dudes. Is like Sam Preston been given a second chance to redeem what he did the first time, and I definitely think uh they'll have a good shot. I don't see no reason why they won't be in the Western Conference Finals again next year. Even if it's against the Thunder again, I mean not Thunder, Timberwolves, and I think that's gonna be their main comp. Timberwolves and Spurs. You know what I'm saying? If everything, of course, not talking about injury. So yeah, I think the Thunder got a real good shot at it for sure.
Yeah, and the league is a copycat league, you know what I'm saying? So once something is deemed successful or productive, everybody's like, all right, I'm gonna do that. So
Right.
I believe we may go through that period of time where everybody's like, all right, we're gonna build through the draft. We ain't trading everything for no Bradley Beal. We ain't trading everything for no Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If they want to come on a league minimum or whatever it is, like that's the way we going. But we're not doing the same old, same old. Same reason why I believe the Lakers are like, man, 10 billion. Who want this majority stake? Like,
That's
Facts.
crazy. That's some
there's a
crazy shit the
shift.
boy just did.
Yeah, there's a shift going on across everything from trading for a Luca, right? Trading for Anthony Davis for a Luca, getting rid of a Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Moving into the new direction where you got two, you know, blue collar towns, playing in the NBA finals. Like I think it's just we may go back to the 80s, 90s and kind of just repeat history and hopefully, reinvent the league because right now it is a little bit piss
Yeah,
poor.
super teams dying out.
Yeah.
Transition to the culprit who made this shit happen.
The Lakers.
Nah, not the Lakers. Lay,
You
lay,
blame
This
everything.
LeBron.
man here.
Blame
Lay Laker.
everything on LeBron,
This
bro.
man here.
Lay Laker.
well,
This
let's
man here.
man,
Come
let's
on,
let's
man.
let's talk about this real quick, man. So this guy believes, and I'm talking about Keezy, that LeBron is like, I would think he's the worst player on earth. You know what I'm saying? He don't give him no respect. So he always talking about this GOAT debate. He write me every day pretty much about why Jordan is the best. So I'm gonna ask you, Ross. I want to get on tape, man. Do you believe Michael Jordan is the best player, or do you believe LeBron is, or do you believe somebody else you would consider the best player of the GOAT?
All right. What you pouring at Lobos?
I'm pouring some wine. I'm pouring some wine in honor of this fake king y'all love, man.
Oh my
A
goodness,
red
man.
blend, man.
I say, in my eyes, it's LeBron. I'm
Okay,
gonna say it's LeBron.
why
It
is that?
was it was MJ, but now it's LeBron. I just feel like as far as like what he did for so long, how he came into the league with the pressure that he had to come into the league. Yeah, he may have made decisions that everybody don't agree with. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he still won a championship with every franchise that he played for. You know what I mean? It was a long time that we got to see that, he wasn't getting those rings or even going to the championship or whatnot when we was in high school and stuff. But the fact that he's sitting with multiple rings, I feel like that trumps a lot of the other things So like, he's just been so productive for so long, not getting injured. You can see him pretty much every night. People pretty much only mad at him for flopping and what is called load management. You know what I mean? Those are really the only two reasons people be mad. But it- I say LeBron. He's the overall game type of guy. Is it better scorers in the league that played in the league? Yeah, Jordan was a better scorer. Kobe was a better scorer. As far as like, I guess their moves to score. But when you score 40,000 points, you got a triple double with all your stats. I mean, come on, 4 rings. Countless MVPs that you could have got. Like those the greats. Jordan had MVPs he could have got, but he ain't get them. Kobe had MVPs he should have got, but he ain't getting that. When you that great, it's gonna happen like that. So for him to still have that many accomplishments, you know what I mean, and still be playing in year 22 or 23, I feel like he the GOAT. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's too easy, Markel. You want to go?
See, but nah, I want you to go. I want you to go, cause we finna put in a whole big goulash, whole big jambalaya. You go.
You already know what you're gonna say. So when it comes down to LeBron, right? Like I see it from a just simplistic standpoint, right? Like, can you drive to the hole? Can you shoot the ball? Are you athletic enough to go over somebody, right? Can you play above the rim, right? So there's no aspect of offense that he can't play. All right, cool. When on a defensive side, can you protect the rim? Can you stay in front of somebody? Can you switch multiple defenders, right? Yes. So he can play both offense and defense at a high level, right? So I think about that first as far as like a basketball player. So then you go to like size, right? So you have somebody who's 260, 270, right? Who can run the break, who can play on the wing, right? On the fast break, um, who can pick and roll, right? Like he can play the dunker spot. He can spot up and shoot, right? So when I think about weaknesses, the weakness area is like, all right, I'm gonna try to foul this dude and send him to the free throw line where he can still hit 70 to 80% of his free throw shots, right? But that's just like that's the only thing I can do. If I think about myself as a defender, the only chance I have to stopping this individual is fouling them as hard as I possibly can. But he has the strength to even get the and one, right? So then you turn to longevity, right? So I think this is really where he stands out above anybody I can think about is the ability to do those things at a high level for as long as he has done it. So it's just like somebody you may see a 1 year, 2 year spout, and you're like, oh my gosh, if this dude were to do that for 20 years, he would be the best. But they don't, right? It's people who never made it to the league who you like, bro, if he made it to the league, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons. Or man, if such and such ain't never get injured, or Barry Sanders never retired, or Megatron never retired, then you could see the longevity and say, like, yeah, that snapshot in time, that was probably the greatest XYZ person, but LeBron just doing it over and 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 over. So from an individual standpoint, it's hard for me to look at him do this as long as he's done it and not have many weaknesses and say he's not the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. When I think about if I had to create a player and never seen LeBron James, that would be who I would build. I'm not going to build a 7 foot joker, right? Who's great, but he's not athletic. You know what I'm saying? Defensively is a liability. I'm not going to build an Allen Iverson, right? Because he's 6'2", 6'3". You know, he could get dominated due to size, but he is somebody who has some great talents or broke off somebody like an MJ before. So when I think about like the perfect build for an NBA player that could be the greatest possibly, it will be somebody who looks like LeBron James, but again, with the pressure, with the social media, with everything that comes with it, with haters like you, he's still able to dominate. And you sat and you witnessed it for 22 years, and you may be blessed to witness it another 2 years to where your mouth's still gonna find ways to hate and complain. But I'm just gonna educate you. and Ross gonna educate you, and you just gonna have to deal with it at the end of the day. He is to me the greatest basketball player I've ever seen, and he's demonstrating it over and over. And that's the difference between him and Michael Jordan is that he did it for a 6 year window. Um,
This is what I'm talking about. This is
yeah,
what I'm talking about, right?
that's because you're gonna bring up 6 rings, right? So go ahead. I'm gonna pass it to you, but that's why I believe he's the best.
So first thing Marvin said, rings. Right? First thing Marvin said, rings. You just be talking bullshit. Marvin got on here and said he got them rings, right? Now this brother's on now he's sitting on TV, lying, looking all around as he said went to dumb shit to Steve Nash about how rings don't matter. Rings shouldn't be the end all be all. Right? But he know, just like I know, the end all be all is the rings. So if the end all be all, yeah, you won't say that because you never liked Jordan. You like
No,
what's his
I
name? And
say
you was
that
that
because it's people who got more rings than him. That's what I'm saying. It's people that have more rings than him. But go ahead.
right. Okay. So what we sitting there saying is rings. Now he gets online and he says, "Oh, rings is not the end all be all. Rings shouldn't matter that much." And everybody immediately jumped on his ass, which I'm happy is doing now. People hopped on his ass quick, like, okay, bro, you saying this because you knowing that most people still don't have him as the GOAT. There's for some reason there's some type of media push to put this man as the GOAT in basketball. And it has a lot to do with the fact that he has played so long. He may continue to play. This dude may play to he's 50. I'm not capping. He might play just that damn long because we talking about right now. The NBA literally needs this man until somebody else. Ant-Man want to take care of his kids. Yoke of them, they international. The NBA needs this dude. Now think about what Michael Jordan said in his Hall of Fame speech when he was like, don't be surprised if you look up and see me playing basketball at 50 years old. That might be LeBron. I would not be surprised he play at 50. But what I'm saying is he knows he's not finna get that 6 ring unless he has to sit here and play 10 more damn years. Right? He knows all of the greatest of all time. He said it himself, you trying to tell me that Peyton Manning can't sit at the table with Tom Brady or Pat
You're not even
Mahomes?
talking basketball, right? Like, come on.
No, I'm telling the whole conversation. That conversation. He sat there and said, "Oh, you can't sit at the table because of one ring." No, it was not. Nobody sitting here saying Peyton Manning is just as great as Tom Brady. Pat Mahomes, you already got Pat Mahomes is the greatest before he lost that Super Bowl. So we all know it's about rings. It's just that some people, especially you, when it comes to LeBron, you want to sit here and say the rings don't matter, right?
I didn't say
Now,
they
I ain't
don't.
saying I'm Skip not saying that. I know what Skip's saying. Skip being right, but you sitting there saying, "Oh, he got 6 rings." You said he had a 6 year window. Man, Michael Jordan came in the league as an all star. What are you talking about? LeBron didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So he came in the league in '84 as an all star. Damn near led the league in scoring as a that don't even make no damn sense, right? Then you talking about he dominated. There's verifiable facts that Michael Jordan stopped Hall of Famers from winning championships. There's a list of them. You can Google it. You can't do that with LeBron. Then he ain't stopped shit. What he had to go do with his you looking crazy. Tell me who did he stop winning the championship? Everybody got one because him switching them damn teams like that. You say rings don't matter. If rings don't matter, LeBron, why the hell did you leave Cleveland? Somebody answer that for me. Rings don't matter. Why did you leave
Nah,
Cleveland?
you're right about that. But what how I feel from it is with him having 4 rings, of course he gonna say that not because he got 4 rings. So of course he gonna say, oh, that's da da da. But like you say, when you win, I mean, when you come into the league, you trying to win a championship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I be
You
trying to tell him
definitely
all the
trying to win a
time.
championship.
That's what I tell him all
But
the time. He be trying, go ahead.
yeah, you trying to win a championship for sure. But like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, after you win them championships, this is what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Winning championships in arena and stuff. Okay, it done been years I was on teams where we didn't win it, and I played good. There done been teams where I was playing good and we did win it. So it's like it got to be timing. It got to be the whole team is right. And basketball is only 5 people. I understand that, but it still had to be like the team got to be right. It's not like just this one person can do it like how everybody try to make it seem, and more than just with Jordan, you know what I'm saying? More with like everybody else,
Yeah,
like with everybody who played. If you get what I'm saying, my bad. I got it.
You good?
important test.
You good? You good?
And I just want to clarify, I'm not saying rings don't matter. What I'm saying is whenever I hear people talk about LeBron versus Jordan, it's the rings that people bring
No,
up.
it's not, bro. You be misreading. No, it's not.
You have not told me why Jordan is better yet. All you told me
Okay,
about is
because the
LeBron.
obvious is already there, bro. We can name the 10 scoring titles. You can't talk about it. We can name all the defense that you like y'all just said. Great defensive player, right? And nobody here is two sides to basketball, right? Most people gonna tell you Jordan and Kobe better offensively, and they know they better defensively than LeBron James is. The only place you can really throw LeBron James in and say he greater is because he likes to get his teammates involved. But at the same time, as soon as he don't win, he shit on his teammates. He's sitting there saying, I ain't had nobody on my team. This nigga here ain't show up. He ain't show up. We ain't have enough.
That's
I
obvious.
mean, shoot, yeah, a lot of people say that. Kobe was talking about Smush Parker.
Yeah, that's
But
obvious though.
yeah. But I don't say Kobe the greatest. I say Jordan is the greatest.
But
You
I'm
ain't
pretty.
you ain't you
I
ain't
don't
got
know for
Jordan
sure.
saying that.
I mean, we don't know for sure because we ain't really, we were babies. You know what I'm saying?
We we was we was
We
baby, but
seen them,
well,
we
I'm just saying
seen
to his
them,
point,
but
right? You got
yeah,
the 10 scoring titles. You got the defensive player of the year that I think he the only another thing with him would make him the greatest to me. I put him because they smaller. Basketball is a big man's game. So the bigger you are, usually in basketball, that's the more dominant you're gonna be. This is why if you think about most people's top 10 lists, it's only two guards in the whole damn list half the time. It's Jordan and Kobe. Everybody else 6'8", 6'9", and above. Right? You
yeah.
talking about Shaq, Wilt, Duncan, KG, Magic Johnson, all them them all big men, right? So you got to do who playing on the perimeter, especially Jordan, even more than Kobe. Who Jordan literally changed basketball, bro. That shit was big man dominant. You talking about?
Uh, you right,
It was
you
big
right. But
man dominant, bro. And then
check this out though, Keezy.
go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off, but let me, you know what I mean? Let me get back in the skip mode. You know what I'm saying? We've been, hey, me, Keys, and Jahmal been doing this, hey, for a long time before Stephen A. Smith and all that.
Right.
For real. And Pat's and
Definitely.
Lunchroom, we've been talking sports. So, okay, check this out. It's I ain't gonna say it's plenty of people. I'm not even gonna disrespect it like that. But it's a few people who game reminds you of Michael Jordan that that you can name. One being Kobe Bryant is identical. Two, I number two, I put Shea other than flying,
Somewhere.
other
Yeah.
than being above the rim. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But as far as his moves, footwork, mid range jumper, gonna take a lot of shots, high volume shooter, high volume scorer, Shea,
You finna make my point for me. Keep going.
and
I,
then
I know you're
and then
going.
and then Anthony Edwards,
All right.
right? Those are the people I would say.
Mhm.
Okay. With LeBron, and they all probably about the same size, except for Anthony Edwards, he about 6'3", but everybody else like 6'6". With Bron, you got people that's 6'9", 260, 270, and they can't do it like him. Like at all. Blake Griffin, probably the same exact size of LeBron. But it's no, yeah, he got the high flying, but his handles ain't like Bron. I mean, they was decent, but he can't shoot like how Bron can shoot.
Yeah.
He was trying to shoot at in his career, but he can't just dribble, pull up. You know, Bron ain't the smoothest offensive player, so I'm not saying it like that. But just with his size, like you can't name nobody else 6'9", 270 that's moving and doing what Bron does. If you
Yeah, I
get
can
what
name
I'm
it.
saying.
Shit, I can name a nigga. He ain't jumping aboard the rim. That's a cool point, but at the end of the day, what you just said was that's God given. There's no skill involved in that. We can't make ourselves 6'9". You feel what I'm
You
saying?
right.
You can't make your hands huge. You can't. That ain't nothing you can do. Only thing you can do is get in the gym and work, right? And what we know. He ain't unlike Kobe, unlike Jordan. He ain't getting the gym work. That nigga said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. And that's the main reason he'll never be my GOAT. You can't cheat. You know how I get down, Ross. You know, you can't cheat. You cheated, bro. You sit down here and now you sit and you proving everybody right by sitting and saying, oh, now the rings don't matter. Nigga, you're lying. You went to Miami for this exact reason. You came back to Cleveland. Matter of fact, bro, he said what made him the greatest. What he said made him the greatest player of all time.
Who?
LeBron.
When he won one of the rings, he said
He said when
he wanted to
he said when he
come
beat
back.
the Warriors for the championship, that made him the greatest. So even you talking about something, it ain't got nothing to do with rings. Your own GOAT sitting there telling you, no, nigga, it got to do with the rings all day. That's what made me the GOAT.
That,
Because I
that it's not like he won 4-0 and he said that. It was he was down 3-1 and he came back from
yeah,
3-1. So the
yeah.
process to get there was how
But
he
he won the ring though. If he would have lost it, it wouldn't have been no, I'm the greatest player of all time.
exactly exactly
Exactly. The point is he won the ring. That ring is what making him say that. It ain't because
because he
nothing
just
else.
beat us. What was it? The number one team ever from a
In the
historical.
regular season.
Well, yeah. What you mean?
Yeah, in the regular because number one team ever is the 96 Bulls because they won the championship. Right?
Okay. What I'm saying to you is he came back 3-1 on that
Right.
team and won in the NBA Finals. So yes, it's about accomplishing the ring, but it was the process to get there. It was the journey to get there. It was the challenge to get there, and he was able to overcome that. So with that being said, yeah, crown him, king him. Enough said. Like everything you said is just about all right. How many trophies has Jordan got? How many people has he inspired? How many defensive players has he gotten? You talk about skill. You're saying LeBron has no skill? Is that what you're saying? Just
I'm
God
saying he's not as skilled as Jordan or Kobe.
not as skilled.
No.
What a dribble move.
I mean post up game. Back to the basket game. Defending your damn man. LeBron is a help defender. LeBron is a get blown by left and right. He'll get Birdman baptized left and right. He'll let niggas come pull up right in his damn face. LeBron, he'll get some chase down blocks, but he ain't blocking nobody straight up because he's getting his ass left and shook and turned
So
all around. Then he
what about
traveling. Get
Tiago
out of here.
Splitter?
Huh?
About Tiago Splitter. You seen that block?
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Okay.
cool.
I'm just giving you an
That's
example.
cool.
I'm just giving you an example.
That's cool.
I'm
That's
just
cool.
giving you an example.
I mean, a dead clock. What they say? A dead clock, right? Twice a day.
And I've sent you plenty of highlights of Jordan getting crossed up, Jordan getting blown by, right? Like it is what it is. It happens to every defender. But what you say is just it don't apply to Jordan. It only apply to LeBron. I get it. You
What
just
you
don't like
saying is nothing. What you say, nothing I say. No matter what I say 10 championships. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, he starts but when that doesn't matter either. Defense player of the year, that don't matter. Only thing that matters is he played for 20 years. That's all that matters. He played for 20
nah,
years, so he the
nah.
best.
I'm saying it does matter. I'm just saying it's just a little snapshot. It's just literally a
That's a little so
snapshot.
10. This is ridiculous. 10 scoring titles, 10 years is a snapshot.
Number one
When
score of all time.
Right, that's good, that's cool, right? But he doesn't have any scoring time. So what we say, we just counting. I'm trying to tell you, like this whole longevity thing. If I'm saying you right now, if someone says I want to play that long, they gonna break his numbers.
Ooh.
Luka is on pace to destroy his numbers right now.
And you think
But
he
he gotta, but he
after
gotta keep,
22 years.
He had.
he gotta keep that same energy all the
I
way
think the main
throughout, though.
thing is, I think that it's gonna be interesting to see because they getting, like you said, they getting paid so much money. What you have to see is, do they want to play basketball that damn long? I told you, it's more than just
It ain't
that,
usually it's at that high of a level. Is that
bro. I don't, bro. Listen, look. Kevin Durant been doing the same thing for all these years, right? Kevin Durant been dropping 30 and 20 something since he came into the league.
so how come he wasn't the first to every milestone?
Say what? Because he didn't come out of high school. That's another thing. He had to go to college for a year. So you can't be the youngest player ever if you gotta go to college for a year now. LeBron came out of high school. That's why I kept trying to tell you every milestone that he broke was Kobe's on because they came out of high school. That's just common sense, right? So now that you can't come out of high school no more, anybody who says I'm gonna play a long time, you only got to average like 22 points to break the damn record. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like who gonna do it? Who gonna play that long? I don't think I'm gonna play that long because there's a financial incentive for LeBron James to keep playing way bigger than just the game of basketball. His impact and like we say, he is the last real deal superstar. I give him that. You ain't finna see nobody else doing movies and doing all that stuff like LeBron James doing, like having that clean cut because he is from that old school era. He from under the umbrella of Jordan. These new guys, they don't care about shit like that. Them dudes just be like, give me my money and I'm gonna do the hell I want to do. Like so. But yeah, man, LeBron might be top five. He might be. He might be top five.
I can't take you serious, bro. You
This man said might be
He
top
might be
five.
top five. I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it.
He really said might be top five. Oh my
He
God.
might
I
be.
don't know what you got
I
to
can't believe
so
that.
I give him top five that I actually seen play basketball. I give him that. That I grew. I give him that.
I think you need to go to an NBA game first and then go to one specifically where he's
No,
playing.
I'm not going to see him. I don't want to see him. I want to see niggas travel and offensive fouling hard. We ain't even got into the depths of this, bro. Where this boy can just push off. That's another thing. SGA, and Jalen Williams. Them boys push off on every damn play. No call. They travel. That's all the era of LeBron James. But it is what it is.
All the time.
All I'm seeing you seeing it. These boys push off all day, every day.
So have you seen Jordan versus Russell in the was it the 98 finals games?
Last
Mhm.
shot.
Yeah, the last shot. Have you ever seen
Yeah,
that?
hey, I got this said. A dead clock right twice a day. That's one. That's the last one in 13 years. LeBron been doing it. Remember he came in skip. Remember he came in crowd dribbling. What the fuck is a crowd dribble? That nigga he coming in the league traveling. He said, "Oh, I'm doing a crowd dribble." That's bullshit. You cheating.
Man, I want to talk about Ross. I don't want to talk about your foolishness no more,
So,
man. So, man, I'm interested, man. What there's like a legacy in your family, man, when it comes to like sports. What got you into sports, and what made you decide? Because you were great, at least from what I could see from multiple sports. What got you to lean more towards football than say basketball or even baseball?
um, well, what got me, I don't know. I just always loved sports since I can remember. I can remember my family having Super Bowl parties with, the Cowboys winning the championship, in Super Bowl. And you know how long ago that was. So just think about that. Like we 4-5, you know what I'm saying? 3-4-5 or whatever. And I can remember the Bulls, having NBA finals parties. So that's what, 96, 97, 98. So like I just always loved sports. I mean, my brother was real good at football and baseball and basketball as well. And dude, I chose football because I mean I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. You know what I'm saying? Like
that nigga, he
me,
iron.
yeah,
Cause
me and
basketball was your
Keezy,
shit for real.
yeah,
Basketball.
me and Keezy were playing. You know what I'm saying at the YMCA together since we were like 5 years old. You know what I mean? And basketball was definitely what I was playing. Basketball and baseball. I wasn't even messing with the football. Like that. So, once I kind of seen, I wasn't getting that much taller. I mean, I started playing football 8th grade. I was playing quarterback because I could throw because of baseball. You know what I mean? So, we played at Darnell Cookman, me and Keezy. So, once I seen I wasn't getting no taller than 6 foot, you know what I mean? It was like, dang, like I know I'm good at basketball, but like it's only so far realistically it could go. You know what I'm saying? Like I was good, but you know what I'm saying? You got to be like Chris Paul good,
Yeah.
Allen Iverson good to be this, you know what I'm saying? This height, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't that good, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely, could put it down. Y'all know that, we used to be out there playing. So, but yeah, that's what got me into football. A lot of my family went to Florida State and played, what I mean, played ball. And I don't know what got us all into it, but we just go out there and play, and it's just, right now it done turned into coaching now and trying to help the youth, you know, go through the steps that I went through because, as far as like, I went to FAMU, that was my only offer. I got it kind of late, like right before signing day. So, just the anticipation and anxiety of, oh, am I gonna go to college? Am I gonna go to college to play football? Like, I done lived through that. The same thing with coming out of FAMU, as far as like, okay, it's that time trying to make it to the pros, you know what I mean? And then actually going on workouts with the Green Bay Packers and the Jets, like my foot in the door, I'm right there, but it still ain't quite, turn out for that. So I done been through all that and I know how I feel,
Yeah.
as far as like thinking that it's rejection, but it's really a blessing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't get those same opportunities.
Right.
So it taught me a lot more stuff about life than, the actual game, hard work, waking up early, teamwork, what I mean? Knowing you're gonna have differences with people you're gonna be around, but still finding a way to, you know, make it work. So, that's what I enjoy about football, but that's why I pretty much chose football over any other sport though.
Man, these are conversations I like right here, man. You said a lot. I don't know if we could get into all of it right now.
Yeah, my bad.
No, no,
You
that
just
was
found
great.
out. You just heard why James wouldn't had a shot, bro. Like you don't understand, bro. Like the only thing y'all had was Hakeem for this. You ain't have shit for this man.
Oh,
We
we
Hey,
had
had what?
Hakeem. They
I'm
had
y'all
not.
ain't have
Hakeem.
they have nothing but Hakeem, bro. Nothing else for
What
this
you
man.
mean? Nothing. What
He
are
say,
you
Nothing. Y'all
"What you
had
talking
nothing but
about?
mean?"
Hakeem.
What are you talking about, man? Did you play?
Yeah,
Did you
I'm on
play?
the team.
Oh,
I'm on
you
Yeah,
the
you
team.
Keezy was
good?
on the team.
Yeah,
Keezy was on the team.
I've
Keezy
yeah.
was
never
on the
seen you
team.
play basketball, so it's all good.
Come
You
on, man.
you distracted me right now. I want to do. So yeah, well, I just the biggest highlight I seen at Paxson when you were at Paxson in basketball. I think we were playing Reigns, and they had a dude that was real good. I can't remember his name at the time, but he went to go dunk on you, man. You met him at the rim, and you blocked
I
his dunk. What was his name? I don't
don't.
you.
I know who you talking about too. We were playing them at Patson, I think.
Yep, man. You met him.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh, that boy got.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because Reigns was pretty good
yeah.
then. Yeah,
Yeah.
Reigns was pretty good. That was right after Darren Kitchen
I
left.
can't think of
So
his name. I want to
that
say,
was like London Warren them team.
well,
So it was
yeah, I
like
think that's who it was. Yeah,
London or Donsey.
Dante Hartman and all them boys.
They had a cut. Yeah, we played them boys. Yeah.
yeah, man.
So
So we were all at Paxson, man. You were definitely on the next level. I think we could have been a great school had we all really stayed.
hey,
But
facts.
I remember those conversations. What led you to officially say, "Hey, I'm gonna take my talents to Trinity"? And I'm really shocked to hear that you only had one scholarship. Like that. That's catching me off
Yeah,
guard that you only had one scholarship based on that team. But
yeah.
what led you to make that change to Trinity, and how was that experience playing with those football players?
Okay, so pretty much my cousin Gerard went to Trinity and he graduated 2001. He was the first Ross to go there.
Okay,
So I was kind of like in between going there and Patson my freshman year, but I kind of ain't have a ride that way. Patson a little closer to where I was, you know what I'm saying? And then after 10th grade, remember we had Stuart Spate and he was like top two in the city in receiving. He
yeah,
was good in basketball. You know what I'm saying? And we seen him playing football. Like he ran good routes, he caught the ball, like all that. Like, and when he didn't get like go anywhere for like anything, it's like,
nah,
dang, like
that's
we
real.
ain't really sending nobody nowhere, even though and y'all know we had a lot of athletes. Aubrey West, Matt Watts,
Yeah, Watson. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Tyrone Treadway, Charles at quarterback. Like people name Paxson and think like we ain't had no athletes. We
It's
really
not
had.
saying,
That's
bro.
not
That
even
shit
name.
not saying.
That wasn't even naming our class. Like we naming the people who was above and not even naming me, you, Keezy. You know what I'm saying? Like we had more people, and I know I'm missing people out because
sure.
it's kind of a blur going to two different schools. But um, when that happened with Stewart, it was just like, dang, like, I'm really into sports. Like that's my whole thing. Like, so, I had to talk to my parents. So I ended up going to Trinity because I was supposed to go there anyway. And when I went over there, Kyle Parker was supposed to be the quarterback,
Mm,
but he ended up leaving and going to Barton Trail.
yeah,
So that's what made me go back to quarterback. I was going over there to be receiving and DB. But going over there, like I said, we had athletes at Paxson, but at Trinity, it was just a different like atmosphere as far as like, tradition. And I know Paxson won some things in basketball and football and had some players, but it's not like the same amount and
right.
the same like feeling that you get. Like once you get there, it's people who going every year, multiple. You know what I mean? So we working extra hard in the weight room. We got like a real weight room program. And we not just in the benching, even though we strong, we just benching and don't have a set schedule for real as far as like from freshman on to senior year.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and then going and playing with guys like Jamie Harper, Montel Harris, just to name a few. I played with a lot more, but
Right.
going and seeing them and being like, dang, okay, these guys big and making plays. You know what I'm saying? Like they look like college athletes right now and they're making plays rather than we just all looking like we can go play. And
Yeah.
then the coaching on top of it, like I ain't gonna say we necessarily just had bad coaches because I don't think we had bad coaches. I just think it ain't just all work out with like you said, we all stayed and actually like focused on just sports. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that at Patterson when, you know what I mean? You got all them classes, all that schoolwork, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it's real tough, but we definitely had a squad. We would have just I think about it a lot, you know what I'm saying? I love going to Trinity, but I be thinking about Patterson because, my first love basketball. I'm thinking like, dang, when I left, that's when them boys got right. All the boys that was on JV on varsity. You know what I
Pat
mean?
Young,
I was
Tim.
on varsity in 10th grade. So
Yeah.
like when I was on JV in 9th grade basketball, we was nice. But then I went to varsity, a lot of the boys were still on JV. I think it was just me and David Hoff that moved up really. But then that junior and that senior, then you get Pat Young coming, and then everybody hitting their growth spurts. You know what I'm saying? TJ came from Terry Parker. He's 6'2". You still got Greg 6'5". You know that can shoot, and he was still playing JV 10th grade. So I'm just thinking like, dang, boy, junior and senior year, we would have been nice in basketball. Like they
Yeah.
already went to what about the Elite Eight or Final Four or something.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I always think about that's one thing I always think about. Like if I stayed where we had won a state in basketball, you know what
Not,
I mean?
not a James Wooden Johnson play in sight.
Oh. Oh my God. Anyway, that's what's up, man. So, real quick, I don't know how much time you got. I had a chance to see you play at FAMU. Down.
USF game. I remember you came.
Yep. I don't know
I
how you
remember
spotted me too, boy. I was like, man, he actually saw me in the crowd.
my dog.
Yeah. What was it like playing at the college level, playing for FAMU specifically, and just giving yourself a chance to potentially make it pro, which you ultimately at least made it, arena football and had some success there.
Okay, so like it's just the memories, the networking, the connections you have. High school is really for fun. You know what I mean? It's really for fun. That's why I try and tell these kids now, like you got to cherish the moments because they always say you never know when it's gonna be your last now. You know what I mean? And mine ain't come from injury, but we getting older now. We were just talking about we 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can go out there and do it, but am I gonna do it like when I was 25? You know what I'm saying? I might can do it like I was when I was 25, but am I gonna be able to do it like am I gonna be able to wake up the next day and not be bruised up? You know what I'm saying? But playing that fan, man, it was just tradition. It was just tradition as well, and not not really knowing too much about fam before I got there, and then getting there and then seeing like how much tradition it was. You know what I mean? It was like people may look at me crazy, but it's like, man, I'm happy I went to fam over any other school. Even though Florida State was my school, it's like Florida State people were coming to FAMU. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like
shit was
we wasn't
turn.
going over to
Nigga, that
Florida
shit was
State; they were
turn.
coming to FAMU. So it's like, we got our own little thing in our own right, and like I said, it's a lot of guys that went to the NFL from there and went to the CFL. A lot of guys that may not went to another level in football, but are successful in what they're doing. You know what I'm saying, in their life. And it's just like I'm just blessed to be able to even have went to FAMU, what you went to UCF, Jahmal?
No, I went to FAU.
FAU. Okay, so you was down there down south.
Yep.
Keezy was up there with me, you know what I'm saying, and Journey was up there. So, have people that I knew and then have the support from people who wasn't even around. Like you hitting me up and telling me, hey, I'm gonna be at your game. Like, you doggone right, I'm gonna be looking in the stands, see if I see my dog. He done told me, you know what I mean? He coming to the game. I ain't seen him in a minute. But like I said, it was just a lot of tradition at fam. And, I was just thankful to be able to play for a Hall of Fame coach, Joe Taylor. You know, he taught me a lot. He a Hall of Fame coach for the in college football, and he was just on the committee for the picking the teams for the championship, like the past 3-4 years or something like that.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
So yeah, his name Joe Taylor. He coached at Hampton, and then my first year at FAM was his first recruiting class. But Hall of Fame coach, and like I say, when I first was going, it was like, okay, I'm going to FAM. But when I got there and actually matriculated through the school, it was like I gained so much more respect for the school because I really didn't know too much about it.
That's what's
Check
up.
this out. I want to put more respect on my dog name, bro, because people be trying to like trip, but dog went to Arena Football League, and in my opinion, that's professional,
You got them
right? You
rings, man.
you you can't go out there and bullshit around. Like you go out there bullshit around, and you getting paid. You got to be a professional fucking person to play in the Arena Football League, man. So talk about what that was like, bro. Talk about the Arena Football experience. You know what I'm saying, and why it is professional. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, so the same thing, like how I said high school is like for fun, then college, college is more business. Nah, like you say, that's the most business right there is that arena. Every Tuesday they bringing in two, three more people to come to practice for the week. You know what I mean? They there to take somebody's spot, and if they
Right,
good enough,
right.
they will take your spot. You might have
And them
played on
paychecks,
them is come on. Hey,
right,
you might have played on Saturday night and be cut on Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Sent back home. So not knowing like, dang, like that was my little job throughout what I mean, for the summer or whatever, you know what I mean? Just like the NFL players talk about, if you ain't playing, you ain't getting paid. So like them NFL players ain't getting paid in the offseason. They ain't getting paid like that right now. They get paid when they playing that game and then that check come. You know what I mean? It's not no. That's why the basketball players make so much because they play so many games. Baseball players make so much because they getting paid per game. So like, yeah, they getting paid a lot, but is it a lot if you think about it per game?
right.
You know what I mean? Think about it on that level. But with Arena, man, I just gained a lot of respect in that too because I didn't really know about that either. You know what I mean? I was just looking at it like, oh, I can get some more film, try and keep my name in the circuit with NFL, CFL type of route. And I played with a lot of guys that was, and their names from college football. Greg Carr, me and him played on the team together. I don't know if you remember the cornerback from Virginia Tech, Jimmy Williams.
Yeah,
Jimmy Williams was on my team in New Orleans. Greg Reed played with
yeah,
him.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? So it's like his name's out there. You ain't gonna know until you there though. But when you
Right,
get there, you be like, dang, that's bro who played with. You know what I mean? So like you say, it's still professional. Like everybody out there trying to feed their family. Everybody
right.
out there got aspirations of either making more money in this or going up to the next level. So
No doubt,
it's a dog eat dog world out there. Everybody trying to do the same thing you trying to do.
no doubt.
Man, you played with I can't think of his name, man. He went to FAU.
William Dukes.
Who?
William
Oh
Dukes.
yeah, William Duke. That's not what I was thinking about. Another man. Oh man, it's
Jensen Stoshat.
nah. He was
Cam Solomon.
he was number 21. I want to say
Cam. He played offense.
defense, DB.
Oh, Eric McIntosh.
McIntosh. Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
played with a
yeah,
couple people from
yeah.
FAU, but yeah,
McIntosh.
EMAC. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my guy, EMAC,
yeah.
man.
He a
Yeah,
real one, man. He a real
yeah, definitely real and he fast. He's from Fort Myers or whatever,
one. McIntosh.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, EMAC, man, that's my guy right there for sure. Hey, real good. He taught. Hey, when I went to go work out for the Orlando Predators. He was there, and I ain't even know him, but he treated me like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like I was his brother from day one. Who's to know that in 2023 we played on the same team and won a championship together, and all that happened in 2015, and he even remembered me from. Oh yeah, I remember you coming out there to the workout, So like I said, them connections that you build with people, them friendships that you build that's what football brings. That's the thing that people miss the most.
Yeah.
When they got to retire, when they crying about the retirement, it's not really about the money. Money means stuff, but it's like hanging with the guys, going to practice, knowing that you ain't gonna be able to do a child's game anymore. You know what I mean? That'd be the toughest part.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. I think I was a freshman at FAU and he was either a junior or senior. He just used to show love, man. Being a freshman, I didn't know what was going on. I was at a new place. So he was always somebody who stuck out to me. And when I seen he was playing with you, I was like, dang. That's that dude from FAU, man. I couldn't think of his name when he said EMAC. That reminded me. So that's what's
Yeah,
up.
Emac definitely cool. You
Yeah,
ain't lying about that.
yeah.
Humble dude. Yep.
So real quick, just talking about, you know, the game, a kid's game, you know, the Jacksonville Jaguars got probably somebody who represents that the most. Man, this dude's such a hater.
He hate everything, don't he? He hate
So
everything.
the Jaguars, to me, man, what's the biggest difference is how they revamped their whole leadership, right? And they went out in this draft and they really took a stretch, right? And they got Travis Hunter. I want to know just what's kind of just your first take thinking about what they've done this all season, revamping kind of organization, willing to risk draft picks and go pick up Travis Hunter, and what you think that can do for the city, but also just for the team as we go into this upcoming season.
Man, I love it, man. You got some young guys in there. You know, it's time for the tides to turn. You know what I mean? Like, just like, okay, LeBron probably gonna retire soon. It's time for the tides to turn, man. We just had too much old mentality, you know, not not taking risks. You know, at this point, the fans are begging for a risk. At this point, you gotta take who the fans want. You know what I mean? All these other years, you took who you kind of wanted. Some of them panned out, some of them didn't.
Yeah.
But at this moment that we were sitting at right here, I'd rather get Travis Hunter and he be a bust
Yeah.
than us had got somebody else and Travis Hunter went somewhere else and been great. You know what I mean? Like it just make more sense. He's a Heisman. Now when you look at our roster, we got so many people who are 5 stars, and you know we know stars don't always mean stuff, but it means stuff at the same time. You know they've been good or been noticed for a long time. You know they used to have impression. So with Travis Hunter, man, he fills 2 spots that we need. He's one of the best ball hawks I think I've seen. You know what I mean? As far as tracking the ball, going up and getting it, catching the ball in traffic. You know, those are things that I look at when I'm looking at a DB. And I'm not even talking about him at receiver right now, but he literally looks like a wide receiver playing DB. And I'm not talking about as far as his technique and his T-step. I'm talking about when the ball is in the air.
Attacking.
It's like, yeah, the way he attacked it is like the quarterback is throwing him the ball. And you don't see that with a lot of DBs. Like, you know, Champ Bailey's, Deion Sanders, you know, guys like that. Really more Champ, I would
Hear
say,
that,
than
Markel?
Deion.
Listening?
I heard Champ Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really more Champ than Deion, because Deion used a lot of his God given, like Keezy would like to say, ability more than anything. But you know, Champ was really going to get it a lot of the time. I mean, Deion was too. I can't throw salt on Deion there. You know what I'm saying? He
I
one of
think
the goats. I like Charles Woodson, but you know what I mean. Like, but with Travis Hunter, when you watch his highlights, it's like, okay, a dude running a dig and he running the dig with him. It's a high throw and he just sticks his arms up and catch the ball like he was running the dig route and not like he was reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? So to have that, like you have, like I said, you fill in 2 spots that we thinking about right now. If he, that's the best thing he could have did. If he's not good at receive, it's very hard for me to believe that he would be. If he is a bust, it's hard for me to believe he'll be a bust at both positions. He's
Yeah.
gonna be good at one of them.
All right. So give me your
You get
way.
what I mean?
Give me your way too early prediction. Division winner, playoffs.
Ooh.
What you see? No playoffs. What you see?
Okay, Jazz gonna be a division winner playoff, and
I
we'll
like
probably lose second round.
I like talking to this guy. You over there
I
sweating?
just
We'll
took the
probably
shot for
lose
you. I
second
just took the
round.
shot for you.
The
I
only
just took the
team,
shot for you.
the team, the team I'm scared of the most is our arch nemesis,
Titans.
Tennessee Titans,
Goddamn right. You goddamn right,
with your
boy.
boy at quarterback.
Right.
I think it too quickly. And who else we got in the division with us?
Texans.
It's Houston, the Texans, Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indy, man, Indy through. They don't even know who their quarterback is.
Yeah,
I
we ain't
mean,
right.
like,
So
like talking about a bus right now. You know,
yeah.
AR would be one right now. He still got time though.
Another
He got to
Florida
prove
Gator,
it.
another Gator. But go ahead,
Yeah, Florida Gators,
Bush,
best school in Florida. What you mean?
Bush, Bush.
Best school. All right, I'm gonna end with this one. I seen Alvin Brooks. He put this on Facebook, I think today. He said, "Who has the better wide receiver court?" So you got Tighten
Hey,
Up versus the Jaguars.
AJ be drunk, man. You can't take AJ serious.
He was getting some play, like he would say, "Hey, everybody agreeing with me." So
Hey,
that's
you froze.
huh?
I think Marvin froze.
Oh,
Damn.
dang. But anyway, it's clearly the Jaguars, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, AJ drunk. We AJ be waking up on one, man. I don't know AJ be on. Man.
It's clearly the Jaguars. But shout out to them. They've been pissing me off.
I wish he wouldn't have froze. I've been say so. I hope he come back on, man. I wish he.
There you go. There you go, man.
Man, phone died. My bad.
It's all good, man. We was wrapping it up and letting everybody know we're gonna bring you back, man. This was a great conversation. It's a blessing to be able to have these types of conversations and have some fun. A lot more of your story you can definitely share that I heard you was getting into and love to learn more. So we got to have you back, especially during football season, man. Just to let Markel know, man, like it ain't what he think it is. The
All
Jag.
right, hold up. All right, hey, quick yes or no. This quick yes or no. Should the
Yes.
Jaguars have tried to sign Jai Alexander? Yes or no?
Yeah, for the price tag that he on.
Thank you. That's all. That's all I'm trying to tell you. 6 mil. Come on, bro. That's all I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Man, that's yes, yes. I think didn't I tell you he was gonna go to Baltimore?
Because he
I
played with
told you that,
Lamar. It
brother.
makes sense.
I
It
told you that,
makes
brother.
sense.
I told you that.
I figured because Lamar and them played at
Yeah, but I told you that you weren't gonna pay
Louisville.
him no money. You ain't gonna pay him nothing. 6 million? The fuck? You ain't pay that man nothing.
man.
Yeah.
I don't,
But
I,
when he had chose us would have been the answer.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think it was the right fit, and he got to stay on the field, man. So we'll see if he even played, the full season as he's available. I was telling people I got this chat with people down south. They all Ravens fans, man. I sent them the meme with Lamar crying Jordan face, your goat with the crying face, and letting them know like they going home. I'm over the Ravens. I'm over Lamar. Every year.
You over Lamar Jackson, but you hanging on Trevor Lawrence. Get out of here, bro.
What
Get
I
out of
tell
here.
you? I told you I'm over. I told you 10
we
episodes.
should have drafted. We should have drafted Shador just for. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
Well, it's a pleasure, man. We're gonna have you back, man. Shout out to everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell Markel to lay off of this, whatever he.
This that James juice, that LeBron
That
juice.
haterade.
That LeBron
Happy
juice.
Juneteenth. What y'all doing anything for Juneteenth?
Yeah,
Happy Juneteenth, man.
got me a little something lined up. You did, you know me.
I'm supposed to be going. Y'all know D1, the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you going to see him?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a free
right.
concert.
He like a little, like a Christian rapper, or a gospel
Okay.
rapper. Yeah, concert in the Carolinas.
Yeah, it's free, so it's like
Right.
a Juneteenth block party. So I was like, shoot, I'm gonna pull up, and then we got to hit this baby shower or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna try to pull up. It's free. I ain't never seen him. He controversial, so
Yeah.
I like just checking him
Okay.
out.
I'm gonna have to check him out. I never heard of him.
Yeah, he got tracks with everybody too. Like people you probably wouldn't even believe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But he just dropped a song with BG and Juvenile, I think. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He from New Orleans.
yeah.
Okay. Bet.
Word.
Bet.
Shout out to everybody. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Happy Juneteenth, and we'll holla at y'all next week. Across the bridge. We out.